Sometimes around May 2025, this beautiful woman on the screen left her home and never returned. Her lifeless body was found inside a Soakaway pit in an uncompleted building owned by this man on the screen. His name is Ezeani and he's from Ezeagu in Enugu State. They said the heart of man is desperately wicked. Even the devil himself will be shocked as what Ezeani and the other of his cult members were doing to their fellow human beings. This is a heartbreaking story, guys. This is the story of how this Ezeani and other of his cult members were killing innocent souls and putting them into his Soakaway pit. This is the man that has turned his Soakaway pit into a graveyard of innocent souls. If this video is what you consider interesting, stick around. Let's dive right into the main gist. In this channel, I share about true life stories and true crimes happening in Nigeria and beyond. On Monday, 26th of May 2025, the internet space and streets of Ezeagu community were shaken by one of the most horrifying discoveries in recent history. A native doctor known as Ezeani was exposed by one of his cult members for being involved in ritual killings. It started quietly in an uncompleted building hidden deep inside a lonely bush in Ezeagu community. Ezeani wasn't operating alone. He was the leader of a dangerous cult group called White Angels Club, a name that sounds innocent but carried death in its wake. These men had been seen spraying money in different occasions all over social media. This is where they say that all that glitters are not gold. One of the victims was a young pregnant woman known as Oichi from Oji River. That is this person you are seeing on the screen. Oichi was a chef and also a single mother of two, and she was reported to be pregnant when she got missing. Oichi went to Ezeani's house sometimes around middle of May. It was around middle of May because Oichi posted last on her Facebook page on the 11th of May 2025. It was not clear the day she got missing anyway. It was said that after being invited in a supposed business proposal by Chief Ezeani, she left her home and told her two children to look after the house, that she would be back. Unknowing to Oichi, it was a death trap. The moment she entered Ezeani's compound, the cult members grabbed her, strangled her, and used her for ritual purpose. But the most disturbing part was what they did afterwards. They dressed her lifeless body as a priestess, sat her corpse inside a Soakaway pit, and left her there to decay. Her family searched for her everywhere, called her phone severally, but there was no response, and no one imagined that she was lying dead in a Soakaway pit somewhere around Ezeagu in the same Enugu State. Barely a week later, that was the same month of May, another victim was taken. This time around, it was a teenage boy that was still in secondary school writing his WAEC exam by name Chimobi. On the day he got missing, he had just finished writing his CRK WAEC exam. He was heading home happily, hoping to get home and meet his family that afternoon, but unknown to him, he was not going to get home alive. When he was going home, he saw two members of the said White Angels Club that posed themselves as commercial bike men. He entered their bike hoping that they were bike men. They kidnapped him and took him to Ezeani's uncompleted building, the one that was located inside the bush. They tied him up and called Ezeani that his sacrifice has landed. Ezeani went to the building and later they killed the boy and threw him inside the same Soakaway pit. The third and the last known victim before their evil operation was exposed was a little girl of 13 years by name Ukamaka Okonkwo. On that fateful day, being 26th of May 2025, Ukamaka and her father went to fetch the firewood from the bush. After gathering enough, they were heading home when they met two cult members of those Ezeani's club pretending to fix their faulty motorbike. They stopped them and asked them for a knife. Ukamaka's father, unaware of their true intention, handed them the knife. While they pretending to fix the motorbike, they grabbed Ukamaka, covered her mouth and speed off into the bush. One of the village vigilantes that was also fetching firewood in nearby bush noticed the scene and became suspicious. He quickly raised an alarm and the youth of the village mobilized themselves. Guided by the village vigilantes, the youths stormed the bush path leading to Ezeani's uncompleted building. As they were approaching, they were hearing a faintly terrifying cry. They surrounded the building and caught one of the cult members by name Oichi. Under heavy beating and interrogation, he confessed everything. He revealed that their leader Ezeani had been using the uncompleted building for their evil agendas. He also revealed that the pregnant woman that was dressed up in a Soakaway pit as a priestess was put inside the Soakaway pit while still alive, and the said woman came to Ezeani's place for a business proposal, and they also dumped the secondary school boy into the same Soakaway pit. This is the most painful way to die. The youth quickly broke into the Soakaway, and what they saw next was too horrific to describe in this video. On hearing all these confessions, the youth got angry and they fled to Ezeani's place. When they reached to Ezeani's house, Ezeani has fled into hiding. They met his absence and the youth got more angry. They destroyed all his shrines and set his house ablaze. 2 days later, his face trended across social media and radio stations. Border patrol and immigration officers were alerted as well. On the 28th of May 2025, one immigration officer stationed at the Seme border saw Ezeani on a bike looking suspicious and trying to flee out of the country. The immigration officer tried to stop them, but he told the bike man to keep speeding up, unknown to him that they still have another checking point. The immigration officer that wanted to stop them alerted other people and they had to arrest him while trying to flee to Benin Republic, and they handed him over to the police in Enugu. Right now, Ezeani and other of his cult members are still in the police station, awaiting trials for multiple murder charges. This story reminds us that not everybody you see spraying money around made it legitimately. Don't be pushed to commit crime just because of quest to be a rich man. Be careful of who you trust. Evil hides in plain sight. May the soul of Oichi and Chimobi and every other person that was found in that Soakaway pit rest in peace. If this video touched you, drop a heartful comment and subscribe to this YouTube channel, and don't forget to give the video a like and also share to family and friends so that everybody will be aware of what is happening around us. Thank you and remain blessed. My name remains Neni.